Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm gonna give you guys the 5 ways to get the absolute most out of your Facebook leads. Now let me start off this video by saying this. Leads are absolutely and totally useless unless they are managed properly. I've had conversations with people that say, oh, my leads aren't good. The lead quality is not good. And while yes, that is valid, most of the time, from our experience working with dozens and dozens of other businesses, generating leads for them, most of the time, how the leads are managed is what makes the difference. If somebody becomes your lead, that means they have expressed interest in your services. Maybe they filled out a form on your website, gave you guys a call, you have their phone number and email, and they have some level of interest in your service. They wouldn't reach out if they didn't. However, if that interest is not managed properly and not used properly, it's completely and totally useless. Now, there are a lot of things you can do to increase the quality of those leads. Yes, and I'll get into those a little bit, but most of your big changes are gonna come from management. So without further ado, let's start from the top. The first and most important part about managing your leads from Facebook is going to be speed. The faster you reach out to those leads, the more likely you are to book them into an appointment, to book them into an estimate, whatever that next step in the funnel is. Let's say, for example, you have a home service company where you're running leads on Facebook. They fill out a form, you give them a call, go to their house, give them an estimate for, let's say, a kitchen remodel, and then you close the sale from there. As soon as that lead comes in, seriously, within 5 minutes, you need to be calling them. The sooner you reach out to them, the higher the likelihood that you can get them into the next step of the process. Alex Hormozy says that most people can triple the amount of revenue just by calling their leads as soon as they come in. Seriously, do not wait to do this. This is priority number 1 and is going to help you so much more getting those leads into the next step. I'll give you guys an example. We had a client that a lead came in and then 2 days later, they gave that lead a call. And then the lead said, hey, you know, I never filled out a form. I don't remember you guys. I'm sorry. And then hung up. That client came back to us and said, hey, you know, like this lead is trash, this is garbage, you know, and so on. But the truth is that if you reach out to somebody after 2 days, they absolutely already forgot about you. Speed is so important. When somebody's on their timeline scrolling through Facebook, through Instagram, you know, Meta, whatever, their attention is very little. Most people don't remember what they ate for breakfast. They don't remember what they saw on Facebook 10 minutes ago, let alone 2 days after they submitted their form. I cannot stress this enough. Speed to lead is extremely important. Number 2, that's gonna be tracking. Have a system in place that you can track your leads in a CRM so that you know what's going on. If you're not tracking your leads, you have no idea where your money's going, you don't know your numbers, and I can almost guarantee that you're missing out on opportunities and wasting money. You and your agency, if you're working with an agency, are both going into it completely blind. You have no idea what's going on in your business if you don't have a way to track those leads coming in. Let's say you run a Facebook campaign, you get 50 leads that come in. What happens? Do those turn into 25 appointments? Do those turn into 20 closed sales? What happens? If there's no way to track it, you have no idea. Without a CRM or a system to track all of those leads, you're shooting completely blind. What we use a lot is something called Go High Level. There's a link below to it if you guys are interested in checking it out. Realistically, it doesn't matter which CRM you use, but the point I'm trying to make here is that if you track your leads, you are almost guaranteed to have a better understanding of your business, or your pipeline, and you'll make more money. Step number 3 is going to be communication and adjustments. So what I mean by this is if you're working with an agency, having that communication back and forth. Hey, I have reached out to all of these 20 leads within the first 5 minutes, and every single one of them says that there's a bad number, something's wrong. Okay, that may mean something's wrong in the ads. Or maybe you're getting a lot of people that are coming in, you know, you get 100 leads in, that turns into 80 appointments, but you're only closing 2% of those appointments. Okay, well, that most likely means that there is an issue in the actual sales process. Is there a good salesperson? Have they been trained? Do they know what they're doing? Are your prices competitive? The average lead funnel looks something like this. Somebody sees an ad, they fill out some sort of form, get their information, they're booked into some sort of first-time consultation appointment estimate, and then from there, they're closed into the job, or into the sale, or into the deal. So basically, lead capture, appointment, closed deal. Those are the steps that somebody needs to go through. And you can look at each step of the process, and in your CRM, you'll be able to see the data. Okay, 80% of people are making into appointments. That's really darn good. 50% of those appointments are being closed. That's pretty good. A lot of people are really not getting to that first appointment. Okay, well that maybe means that there's an issue with the leads being called on time. Maybe the appointment setter or maybe you need to work on your script on how you're closing these people. You can look at each stage of the process and identify, what's working and what's not. Number 4 is going to be follow-up. There is so much money in the follow-up. Most people hate going through their list and calling people, following up. I can almost guarantee that if you've been running Facebook ads, if you've been running any ads, you have money sitting in your lead list right now that you just haven't followed up on. There have been plenty of times where I have followed up on somebody for my own, clients for my agency and said, hey, just wanted to touch base. It's been, so long, blah, blah, blah. How's everything going? And they'll say something like, oh yeah, I forgot, so on, blah, blah, blah. And then they end up becoming a client. There is definitely money in the follow-up. Now, the 5th way that you can get the absolute most out of your Facebook leads is going to be on a long-term nurture. So what I mean by that is something like a monthly email or a monthly text message that goes out, talks a little bit about your services, slowly nurtures them into that, into that appointment, into that closed deal, or so on. Some sort of long-term thing that reminds people every once in a while that says, hey, we're still here, and we'd love to do business in the future if you're ever interested. Let me give you an example of this. So for one of my clients who does painting and renovation, we have a special offer for them that they're running. It's $500 off, period. After they go to the property, give their estimate, say this is gonna cost $5,000 or whatever, in 3 days, if that job has not been closed, if they don't respond, if whatever, they get sent out an email and a text message that says, hey, just wanted to let you know that this deal, this offer is going to be expiring in 30 days. So make sure to capitalize on it now so you don't miss out on this sale. I'll give you guys another example here. One of our clients that we used to work with in the past and who's also a good friend of mine is a mortgage broker. So they write loans for houses, apartments, condos, whatever. Every couple weeks, I get an email in my inbox that's from his email list that talks a little bit about the current rate of mortgages, some of the changes in the market, and things like that. It's not pushy, it's not super salesy, it's just a reminder, hey, I'm here for you, rooting in your corner, and don't forget about me. And it's great, and it worked. And the next time I'm looking to buy a property, which will actually be extremely soon, I will reach out to him because I remember him. I hope this video has helped you guys on how to get the most out of your Facebook leads. Now I have a question for you, and that question is, why do you watch this channel? Are you a business owner that's looking at doing this for your own company? Are you somebody who is an agency who does this for other people? We are considering putting together a program where we teach everything that we do on this channel in a bite-sized, start to finish way, going through exactly click by click how we set up Facebook ads and go high level for a local business, more specifically in the home service category. My question is would that be something that's valuable to you guys or not so much? If you could let me know down in the comments, I'd greatly appreciate it. Hope you all have a good one. Cheers.